I always believed betrayal would come with warning signs. Raised voices. Slammed doors. Someone storming out into the night. But the most painful kind? It creeps in quietly like a draft through a closed window. Subtle, chilling, and always dismissed as imagination. My name is Rachel Lawson. I was 31 when I learned the truth. And when I say truth, I don't just mean facts. I mean the kind of truth that makes your stomach hollow out and your bones forget how to carry you. For 7 years I was married to Daniel Monroe, a man I believed was my forever. He was thoughtful, grounded, kind. He remembered anniversaries. Left little notes in my lunchbox. Held my hand during my mother's funeral like he'd never let go. And then there was my younger sister, Amelia. 2 years apart but worlds in difference. He was the wild one. The rebellious heart. The kind of girl who entered every room like she owned the air. So I adored her. Protected her. Let her crash at our home when her relationships collapsed. Which was often. I even helped her get a job at Daniel's firm when she was struggling. Looking back now, I realize how blind I was. Not just to what was happening, but to the kind of people I let too close. The first fracture came as a feeling. Daniel started coming home late. Said it was a tough quarter at work. Amelia too became distant. She smiled less. Would glance at Daniel then quickly look away. I told myself I was imagining things. That love like ours, strong, steady, couldn't be broken by shadows. But truth doesn't care about hope. It was a Tuesday afternoon when everything cracked open. I got an email from an anonymous account. No subject line. Just one image. Daniel and Amelia. Kissing in a hotel hallway. First I laughed. Not out of joy but disbelief. My fingers trembled. I refreshed the page praying it was a sick prank. Then came more images. Dates. Room receipts. Voice recordings. Weeks of evidence. And all I could do was sit there, frozen, choking on a grief I couldn't yet name. I didn't confront them. Not immediately. I needed to know more. So I played along. Pretended everything was normal. I kissed Daniel goodnight. Sent Amelia funny reels. And every moment I did, I peeled back another layer of who I used to be, replacing it with someone sharper, quieter, more calculating. In private I became a detective. I tracked their meetings. Installed hidden cams. Collected receipts. Got their GPS logs. I watched them plan weekends behind my back while I made them breakfast. They thought I was clueless. But I was building something. Not rage. Not a scream-filled confrontation. A reckoning. 3 months later I invited them both and our parents for dinner. Celebration, I said. A surprise announcement. The table was set with crystal glasses and fresh bread. My smile never wavered. And then I brought out the projector. Let me show you a little film I've been working on, I said. The first slide was a picture of our wedding. The next was them in bed together. What followed was a curated destruction. Hotel logs, texts, audio recordings. Their lies unraveling in real time in front of 2 horrified families. Daniel went pale. Amelia's fork slipped from her hand. No one spoke for a full minute. Then my father stood up and left the room. My mother wept into her hands. Amelia tried to speak, some pathetic version of, "It just happened." But I held up a hand. Quiet. Firm. "You both made your choices," I said. "Now I'm making mine." That night I filed for divorce. I didn't stop there. I contacted Daniel's partners. Turns out some of his romantic weekend getaways had been billed as business expenses. Fraud. An anonymous tip to the firm was all it took. His name, once respected, was dragged through courtrooms and headlines. His company dropped him. Investors pulled out. He lost everything. And Amelia? She tried to stay by his side. Claimed it was true love. But when the money vanished, so did she. She moved states away and ghosted him, like betrayal ran in her blood. Me. I moved to a small coastal town. Bought a quiet house with big windows. Took up photography. Learned how to be alone without being lonely. Sometimes I still wake up in a cold sweat, heart racing from dreams of their laughter behind my back. But I remind myself, they broke me once, but I rebuilt. I don't need revenge anymore. I found something stronger. Peace. But I'll never forget. Because sometimes the deepest revenge is living well in a life they can no longer touch.